Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you listen to me well?
I can hear you, yes.
Oh, thank you. Do and Phil, thank you very much.
Glad to have you guys join us.
Thank you. Glad to have you, to listen to you.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hey, William. Hey, Anna. So I'm still waiting for the real host, Jeremy, here. And it seems somebody accidentally started the webinar for recording. So we'll figure it out shortly. But while waiting for him, so I wanted to just test maybe from William to just test if your videos are working. We of course can see you. And could you please just try to talk?
Oh, yes. Do you listen to me well?
Yeah, perfect. And who will be sharing your slides from your school today?
Oh, my colleague Edicson. Hello, Jair.
Hey, Edison.
Hey, good morning to all. I share my own presentation. My colleague Angelica is soon to connect with us, and she shared the presentation.
Sure, so she will be joining shortly, right?
Yeah, she should join us shortly. Angelica, she's in charge of the international business affairs in EAN University. She's one of the crew members, so I think we can wait for her. She can join us. No problem if we can be here to represent our university. And thank you, Jair, for. Oh, there you go. Angelica is there with us. Thank you.
Hi, Angelica.
Good morning.
Good morning. So yeah, nice to have you here today. So I learned from
School's webinar series. We are here today for our second session in the Phase 3 series. I am Susana Kevorkova, Program Manager for this program. I work alongside course faculty, Assistant Director of Education, and other members of our team to support the development and the runs of the MITx MicroMasters program in Statistics and Data Science. And before we proceed, here on the next slide, you will see some really brief instructions as to how you can proceed with questions. At any time during the webinar, please feel free to submit your questions through the Q&A icon in the middle of your screen. And then if you have any questions that are not answered today, please feel free to send an email to sds-mm@mit.edu. And you'll see that email on the slide. We will address all of the questions that are related to SDS program and also route them accordingly if the questions are for our Pathway School representatives. So moving on to the next slide, this is a quick summary to what you may already know, and that is that MicroMasters program in Statistics and Data Science was developed by MITx and MIT Institute for Data Systems and Society. And I want to take this opportunity to quickly introduce you to the Institute. IDSS is committed to addressing complex societal challenges, and interdisciplinary research and advancement of education is at the core of its mission. IDSS has been founded in 2015, and it spans across all 5 MIT schools and sits within the College of Computing. It is supported by more than 80 core and affiliate faculty from across MIT. And just in terms of how the program came about, IDSS faculty spent over a year thinking through and developing the structure of the MicroMasters program in Statistics and Data Science in the context of modern data science and with the goal of defining it for future generations. I encourage you to visit idss.mit.edu to learn more about the Institute. And then moving on to the next slide, this is where we want to briefly, again, introduce you to the Statistics and Data Science program, but many of you are already familiar with it. The program is a professional and academic credential for online learners from all over the world. And we actually have representation from all 195 countries in terms of the learners engaging with the program. As far as the credential holders, we also have over 50 countries represented in that pool. So what is MicroMasters program in Statistics and Data Science comprised of? It's comprised of 4 online courses and a virtually practiced exam. And the core of it is to learn the foundational knowledge essential to understanding the methods and tools used in data science and to gain hands-on training in data analysis and machine learning. Each of the learners engaged in the program would have to pass a set of 4 online MIT level of rigor courses and 1 virtually practiced set of exams. And then you can earn the MicroMasters credential from MITx. Learners who earn their MicroMasters credential are able to share that credential in their professional channels. We always encourage that, specifically LinkedIn. And credential holders can also apply for PhD program in social and engineering systems here at MIT, or an accelerated master's degree at other top universities, which include 30+ schools around the country and the world. And today, as you know, we will focus in on a few of them. So moving along to the next slide. Here you have just a quick summary of MicroMasters in Statistics and Data Science at a glance. So there are 3 core courses required. There is 1 elective and 1 capstone exam. And as you know, all of the courses have been developed by IDSS faculty. Each course is equivalent in length to 1 MIT semester, which is between 14 and 16 weeks. The time commitment for each course is similar to what we expect for on-campus students, and that is between 10 to 14 hours per week. Courses are priced at $300 per course for verified learners, and there is an option to purchase it as a bundle at a discount price, which is $13.50 for all 4 courses and a capstone exam. And also we like to mention that edX does offer financial aid to learners who qualify. To learn more about that, you should visit their site. And again, just one point that we like to make is, because this is the question that we get all the time, what is the average time that learners should expect to complete the program? And that is between 15 to 18 months to get the credential. Moving along to the next slide, you will see that we have a listing of all of the courses within the program. And these are the 4 pillar stones of data science. We have probability, machine learning, we have fundamentals of statistics, and then we have data analysis in social science, and data analysis, statistical modeling and computation and applications course, which is a fairly new course. It's been added as an elective to satisfy the data analysis category. And we always like to say that when you're bulk purchasing the program, you can choose to follow a general track or social science track. And that's, but you do end up having to take only 4 courses and a capstone exam. And just to give you a little more information on what the capstone exam is comprised of, it's a comprehensive exam that tests the knowledge of what you have learned in all of the courses. We refer to it as one capstone exam, but it is in fact comprised of 4 2-hour virtually practiced exams. And each exam focuses on each of the courses, but there will be questions that test your knowledge across all the courses as well. So that is the summary of all the courses. And then here in the next slide that you'll see on your screen now, we just want to kind of put it all together in the chart of how does it work. So first you need to complete and pass the set of 4 online courses in order to earn the certificate in it. Then you would pass the proctored exam and earn the certificate. And finally, having done all of this, you would gain your MicroMasters credential. And at that point, you can take your knowledge and skills and apply to the studies or to your career in the field of data science. And if you're interested in pursuing further graduate degree, there are obviously many pathway schools that you would have seen listed on our website that take the MicroMasters credential that you have earned and embed it into their programs. And this will be the focus of today's presentation. So moving on to the next slide, you will see this is one of the two where we have all of the pathway schools listed. And you can see the list just keeps expanding. And obviously today we are here to do a deep dive from a few of the schools. And I will quickly now summarize which those schools are and then pass on the floor to the first school that will be giving you more information about their programs. So we have California State Polytechnic University in Pomona, USA. We have Universidad EAN in Colombia, and we have New Economics School in Russia. And from California State Polytechnic University, we have presenters Teresa Taylor, who is the Director of Business Operations, College of the Extended University. And we have Professor Erik Rolland, Dean of the College of Business and Interim Dean for the College of the Extended University, as well as Professor Laura Pohopien, Dean's Fellow at Poly Pomona College of Business Administration. And at this point, I will pass the floor on to, I believe, Professor Erik Rolland will be the first person presenting.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here with you this morning from the great state of California. Let me make sure that I share with you the right presentation here, and we'll get this going. I do see I have an ability to share, so that should be great here. And I always need to check, since I can't always visually check in with you, but are you able to see what I'm presenting here? Wonderful. So I am, my role here at Poly Pomona, where I've been for the last 5.5 years, is I'm the Dean of the College of Business Administration, and also the Dean of the College of Professional and Global Education. And what we do at Poly Pomona is that we offer a lot of our graduate programs through our College of Professional and Global Education, but they are really coming from the host colleges like the College of Business. And that's what you will see in the presentation today. If you haven't had the good fortune of visiting us out here, this is a little snapshot of our campus. This is our main administration building. We call it Student Services Building. It's a relatively large campus, one of the largest campuses in California, largest university campuses. We have about 31,000 students at the time, head count, and we have 100 Arabian horses. I always have to say that because it's unusual for a campus to have 100 Arabian horses. So we're really proud of our campus. It's really a heritage campus coming from the Kellogg family, Kellogg as in cornflakes and other products. And this was Will Kellogg's winter home back 100 years ago, and we are very lucky to have that. We have a series of colleges on our campus. This is a little bit about the colleges and how the number of students in each college. As you can see there, we have a total of about 31,000 students. 10% of them or so are graduate students. We have some of our rankings that we are really proud of. We are top 15 nationally in Money Magazine's best value colleges in America ranked by value. And that is because we are state supported and we do have low tuition fees. We are number 2 among the top public school in the Western US. And then number 10 among all public and private institutions in the West here in the US. And we are the highest ranking Polytechnic university in the nation. MIT is a Polytechnic, one of the 11, so I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm not so sure about that statement, but maybe let's call it the second highest. And we are number 6 among all colleges and universities nationwide on what we call the social mobility index. So we are propelling students to financial success by graduating them into phenomenal careers. And that's something we are really proud of. And we've done that for about 80 years. We have a very diverse campus. As you can see from here, we are about even split between male and female, but then in terms of ethnic groups, we have a lot of different representation that is very different from a lot of other universities certainly in the US. You see the Hispanic, Latino proportion there is very, very high, also the Asian proportion. So we're proud of our heritage with that respect. We are the College of Professional Education here at Cal Poly Pomona, which we just call CPP. We are a transformational partner for individuals and organizations by providing superior educational programs and services. And we are really extending Cal Poly Pomona's Polytechnic uniqueness regionally and nationally. That's what we do for a living. I thought maybe I'll show a very brief video about Cal Poly Pomona. How many minutes do I have in total here? About 10? Or what's my time limit?
Yeah, Eric, we have 15 total, but we have some Q&A, so probably
we have some Q&A.
10.
Yeah, so 10 is good. So I'm going to give you a short video. Hopefully this will work out for us here. I may have to stop my sharing then for a while and reshare that video with you. Hold on a second while I do that. So you get a little bit of an impression. I wanted to show you two videos today. One of our campus and one of our an analytics program, so that you know what's coming. And so here we go. Let us get right to it with sound and all, hopefully here.
Pomona has a landscape no other. The campus is centrally located, just 30 minutes outside of Los Angeles and a few miles north of Orange County. The ski slopes of Mountain High, the beautiful beaches, and world-renowned Disneyland are all within an hour drive. The campus spans approximately 1,438 acres, with half of this space designated to the many animals and agricultural studies Cal Poly Pomona is known for. Students can live on campus in our state-of-the-art residential halls and have access to multiple study rooms, on-site laundry, and common spaces to build a sense of community. Our library features over 1 million resources with a 24/7 computer lab and a Starbucks on the ground floor. Our Bronco Recreational Intramural Complex features an indoor track, Olympic-sized pool, and the largest rock wall in the Cal State system. The Bronco Student Center is a great place to play arcade games, grab a bite to eat, and attend events in its many meeting spaces. One of the best places to go to get all your Cal Poly Pomona apparel is our campus bookstore. It's also your one-stop shop to get all your school supplies. Among the many highlights, Cal Poly Pomona's academic colleges are by far the heart of the campus. We house 8 academic colleges where we emphasize the Polytechnic learn by doing philosophy in a way unique to each college. We hope you have enjoyed your guided walkthrough of the diverse campus that is Cal Poly Pomona. Go Broncos!
So I hope you enjoy that little snapshot of what we are doing here. Just, I apologize. Hold on. I apologize. Yeah, YouTube wants to take over your world, I guess, once you get started here. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about our location. We are, I'm not sure if you are seeing the right window here. I don't think so. So let me make sure I'm sharing with you the right window.
Eric, I've posted. Okay.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah. So we are in the very southwestern side of the United States, in the Los Angeles County and outside of the city of Los Angeles, with easy access to the mountains around us and the beaches. And you see a little red dot way over on the left-hand side of the map here. Now during COVID, it's at least important that we can dream about going places, right? Since we typically don't travel as much as we used to do. We are in LA County. We are very near beaches and mountains and theme parks and skiing. We don't have snow ever, but about, if you're willing to drive half an hour about straight uphill, you can ski. So you can get all your things taken care of. We have lots of theme parks and other things, and our location is known for its weather. It doesn't rain enough out here, it hardly ever. So that's a little bit about just our location. But the College of Business, we are an AACSB accredited college. We are again celebrating 6 years, consecutive years as a social mobility index leader in the country. We have more than 48,000 graduates here, and Forbes ranks us as the best ROI you can get on an education, which is true. And we are ranked number 22 for best business majors in the country by Money Magazine, and that's by value again. Our programs in the pathway system is we have a Master of Science program in business analytics that we launched last year. We have about 115 students in that program right now, so it's a rather big program. It's a program that can be completed in 1 year or 2 years. It is full-time, it is residential, even though during COVID we've been doing this all hybrid. We have plans to launch a virtual version of this as we move forward, but for now we have a residential version of it. We also have a Master of Business Administration, an MBA that you can transfer into, where many of the courses that you will take in the data science MicroMasters program will give you credits in both of these programs, obviously. And we have a new program in digital supply chain management. All of you know that we have huge problems globally right now with supply chain issues, and the digital supply chain is really the backbone of that. And our new program is starting in the fall of 2022. And that's the third program where we will be able to transfer in the MicroMasters credits. So those are our existing and, well, exciting master's programs that we have. And I can show you just a little bit of a snapshot, if I can manage this properly this time. I'll show you a little bit of a snapshot of our Master of Science in Business Administration, so you get a little flavor of that. So bear with me while I bring that correct screen up and try not to repeat all the noise from last time here. So I will share my screen here with you, and we'll get that going. Stop that on you, and maybe that wasn't quite as smooth coming across as it should have been, but it is a very exciting program. It was started 1.5 years ago, and it is getting to be just incredibly popular for us here in our region. So anyway, these are the 3 programs that we offer. We are all AACSB accredited, which is the business school accreditation that is global. Only 5% of business schools globally are accredited by the AACSB. These are STEM program with extended OPT. All of them, they're very competitive in terms of costs. As I said, you saw our rankings on value and various rankings there. We have very flexible roadmaps, as I said, 1 and 2 year length. We have business project experience through the program. That's what we do as a Polytechnic. We do a lot of joint projects with organizations such as Boeing, Northrop Grumman, other very, very well-known companies. We've done visual analytics on maintaining Boeing aircrafts last year, where you can take a picture of the various stress points on an aircraft and you can figure out when it needs to be fixed or maintained. We have powerful tools that we are learning, all state of the art, but we also focus, in addition to just the data and the data science piece of it, we focus on storytelling with this data, and we focus on digital transformation and how do you change organizations in light of the data that you've analyzed and that the skills you have learned and the tools you have learned to analyze things, to tell stories and to make real change in organizations. So it's very cross-functional in that sense. It's taught by our full-time faculty with expertise in various areas of business analytics, supply chain management, and more. Let's see. I'll get myself to the next question. So I think we are really at the Q&A phase here, and I'd be happy for Dr. Pohopien and myself to take your questions.
All right, so I think we are kind of see the time limitation here is up, but I do have very quick, simple question here from the participant. What's the cost for each master's program that you're providing?
Yeah, the cost for each master's program is around $825 a credit, and there's about 30 credits required in each program. So that ends up being, you'll find this on the website, but it ends up being 20-some thousand. And I'll give you a more accurate number here in a second. So so it's about $25,000 for the tuition and fees for the program. And as I said, you can do it in 1 year or in 2 years. There's no difference in the fees. It's just the fees are based per credits in the program.
Great, thank you so much, Erik. Susana, back to you.
Great, thank you very much. That was very informative. And now we're going to move on to the next university, which is Universidad EAN, based out of Colombia. And we are going to have presenters, Professor William Zuluaga and Professor Jair. So I will pass on the floor to their team.
Thank you very much, dear Susana. This is Angelica Virguez from the Office of International Relations at Universidad EAN. And together with Professor Jair and Professor William, we will share with you about our university, about the country, of course, and this Master in Business Intelligence. So to start, we are located in South America, and Universidad EAN is located specifically in Bogota, which is the capital of the country. We have about 10 million people in Bogota. This is a very vibrant city, and we have a lot of touristic places where people go, not only in Bogota, but also in other regions of the country. Talking about Universidad EAN, we were founded in 1967, and we have reached this year 10,000 students. So this is a university that has been growing in the last years, and we are very proud of our strategic focus, which is sustainable entrepreneurship. As you will see during this presentation, and you can search in the website, and you will find that this university is very committed to sustainability. Besides the 3 faculties that we have, which are the Faculty of Engineering, the Faculty of Business, and the Faculty of Human Sciences or Humanities, we have also the Institute for Sustainable Entrepreneurship, which is transversal. All our students take the transversal classes of sustainable entrepreneurship. So that's the university incubator, as I was mentioning. And so our key success factors are the educational system, the innovation, and of course, entrepreneurship and sustainability. Just a few data for you. The building, as you can see here on my background, that's called EAN Legacy. This building was launched this year. It was designed by the architect William McDonald. It's the first building in the country which was built with the cradle-to-cradle focus and rules. And we have received several awards for our building. Also, the last September, we received the carbon neutral certification, which is also something we are very proud of the university. Here you can see our pillars. As you notice, global engagement is one of them. Of course, sustainability, also innovation, equity, quality, and yeah, this is a university that is leading in the educational sector here, and mostly with the sustainable entrepreneurship focus. You can search for our chancellor. We have a great leader as a chancellor. She's Brigitte Baptiste, and she is an authority in environmental issues around, not only here in Colombia, but also around the world. This is the Institute for Sustainable Entrepreneurship. We have all of a process and it's kind of an incubator where people and teams can come here and work with their projects, with their startups, to make them be better here. And finally, we support the first Latin American product that's also CS2 certified, and yeah, few sites from the university, and so you can see what it is like to study here. This is the EAN Legacy project. I hope you can come one day and visit us and see how this vibrant building, as we call it, it's a living organism. It's a living building which has all the factors to have gained all the awards. And committed to both global engagement and sustainability, we have two strategic and institutional policies. One is the policy of sustainability and sustainable entrepreneurship, with which we are focused on all the processes inside the university with our stakeholders that are here, and also with the stakeholders from outside. And also we have the internationalization and corporate affairs office, which is based in the global engagement pillar. And now I will pass it over my colleague, Professor Jair.
Thank you, Angie. It's a great pleasure to be here with you. I share the principal characteristics of the program of Master of Business Intelligence. Please, the next slide. Okay, our focus have different characteristics, but the principal is the managerial skills that develop at between the 2 years of duration of the program, for implementation of business intelligence projects, for example, or optimizing the information sources to the entrepreneur and enterprise in the different moments and the different kind of enterprise. The next, please. Our graduates have 5 principal focus. Is the project leaders for massive data processing is one of the principal focus. Maybe the business intelligence lead manager, the business intelligence architect, business intelligence analyst on strategic development process of designer of business strategic for data analysis is the principal 5 focus of our graduates. The next, please. Highlights of our program. We have 17 units of distributed with 52 academic credits. It's a measure of here in Colombia. Each credit is for 48 hours of study of each student. Our methodology is virtual or online. It's totally online program. You take the program around the world. The language of master is Spanish, is the principal language of master. The duration is 2 years and they have 4 semesters. The benefits for this program of MIT Masters, you can homologate 15 credits. In that case is 5 units of the 17 that the total of the program. The price in dollar is 12,000 approximately by the exchange of the dollar or peso. The next one is the curriculum in the distributed in the 2 years. You can finish the program in only 1 year and 1 semester because you homologate 15 credits, or in that case 5 units that this program. This is the curriculum of the master, and you can take the different units. In green, you can see the principal units of the master. That is the nuclear program, and in blue you can say the transversal education is for all our postgraduate programs, and in yellow the electives. In that case, you can take. You need to do the thesis for the finish the master, and you can take one year. We have the great professors. We have different experience in industries or an educational system, and that Angelica say the principal in our model education is the different develop of the projects, solve problems, or for example, a different challenge with the enterprise in our country. That in this semester we have a different challenge with solve problems to the enterprise. In that case, we are working with Postobon, is the principal soda enterprise in Colombia. Taxis Libres is the big enterprise with the cabs or taxis in Colombia, and the technology ministry is our other our partners for the challenge in the develop the different challenge and projects with them. That's all. Is our presentation. I hope that you can share with your question with us, and it's a great pleasure take that minutes with you for presenting our program and our university. William is our professor and Faculty of Business, and he shared with little information with you.
Thank you, Jair and Angelica. One thing is that we also have the physical courses here in EAN University as well, and we have the financial management master. Yes. So in this master, we, as well as Jair was saying, we have like an experience with financial markets here in Latin America, specifically Colombia, Peru and Chile. We have like a common market. We're establishing a common market, and right now Colombia is taking the lead in that. So if you want to, for instance, for the Master in Science, if you want to take a look at the financial aspect as well, we have it's not an online course, but we have a face-to-face course here in EAN University as well. So that's what I wanted to say. And we have the same schedule of convalidate the credits between the university you are there, or the program you're taking, the MIT MicroMaster, etc., and the University Masters here in Colombia. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
All right, thank you so much, folks. So let me see. I do get a really quick question here. So how do international students apply for your programs? Is there any language requirement for Spanish?
Yeah, there is actually a minimum of a Spanish comprehension and readiness to join the program. And of course, you can connect with us. I'm gonna leave the email here so you can text us, and we start the enrollment and all the questions that the student might have.
Awesome. That's great to know. Oh, yeah, Susana, back to you then.
Great. Thank you again for all the information. And now we are ready to jump to the other side of the world, New Economics School in Russia, and presenting from there is Professor Anna Obizhaeva.
I forgot to switch on the microphone. Thank you very much, Lou. Thank you very much, Susana. Hello to everybody. Hello from Moscow, from Russia. And Moscow is not only the biggest city in Europe with lots of wonderful museums, theaters, wonderful architecture, but it's also the place where we have quite many great universities and schools. And New Economic School is essentially a small boutique private school in Moscow where you can get the best education in finance and economics. And I would like to talk today a little bit about our program, Masters in Finance. So the program is intended essentially for those who is interested, first of all, interested in modern finance education. Second, who wants to learn finance with focus on emerging markets and in particular on Russia. And third, those who know Russian, because the largest part of this program is actually in Russian. Our program is a pathway program for MITx MicroMasters programs, actually for two of them. The program in finance, and of course it's natural because we have Masters in Finance programs, so it's natural for for it to be a pathway program for program in finance, but also for MIT MicroMasters program in statistics and data science, because we like Python, we like data analysis, we like machine learning and all of the modern sophisticated tools of data analysis. This is our team. We actually have a great team of people who teach in the program, and this is our faculty. We have about 30 people who teach in the program, and these are leading experts from business and professors with PhDs from really top universities in the world. And just to show that it's not a cheap talk, out of this 30 people, almost 30 people on the slide, I believe 3 have PhD from MIT, from Department of Economics or Sloan School of Management, including myself. We have 2 people who got PhD at NYU. We have a professor who got PhD from JSB Stanford, from Colombia, Tilburg, Wharton, and many other good places. So we have been really lucky to have attracted to the school, to the program, a really wonderful, very unique set of people, our professors and lecturers. Our classes, we have our classes in a hybrid mode. Our base is in the center of Moscow. This is how our classroom looks like, for example. Our classes, as I said already, we have our classes mostly in Russian, a little bit in English. Of course, all of the material, all of the textbooks are in English. The classes are held in the evening from 7 to 10 p.m. Moscow time. And the program is designed for those who essentially work during the day and then come to our classes to learn some finance. And actually, it's interesting that this time from 7 to 10 p.m. in Moscow is quite convenient for those who are on the West Coast in the US, because for them it's early morning. So you can, in a way, you can join for the morning classes to learn a little bit finance before you go to work if you live on the West Coast in the US. The cost of the program is about $20,000, essentially for 2 years. And this is much less than the cost of Masters in Finance program that will be similar in quality. What else? In terms of our curriculum, we have you will if you apply to the program, you'll need to take 20 courses in total, and it's essentially very modern curriculum with 6 core courses. These are core finance courses, like foundations of finance, financial accounting, investments, data analysis in Python, corporate finance derivatives. And the rest you can select from a lot of other interesting and really great courses, applied courses on a wide range of topics on the right in finance and data analysis. We are also very careful and with selecting soft courses that would help you to develop soft skills, like we'll teach you how to do presentations, business communication, public speaking, and lots of other things. In terms of credits that of MIT-X credits, MicroMasters credits that you can count towards the program, you can count for the statistics and data science program, you can count essentially 3 credits towards our program, and this would be machine learning course in Python, and 2 data analysis courses. So that these are the courses that we can count towards our program. And there are more finance courses from MITx MicroMasters program in finance that you can also count towards our Masters in Finance program. So the program is usually about, well, our main format is 2 years. The majority of our students spent about 2 years in the program. And that means that they take about 2 courses each model. But the program is very flexible. You can take you can speed up the program and take and finish it in 1 year. For example, if you take about 3-5 courses per model, but then this means that this becomes a full-time program for you. Essentially, it will be difficult, almost impossible to combine it with working in a bank or somewhere else. Also, you can, if you are very busy with other stuff, you can actually stretch this program and take it not over 2 years, but over 3 or 4 years by taking about 1-2 courses per model during this 4-year period. So we're trying to, essentially, we're trying to make the program as flexible as possible because we know that people who come to our program, they don't have time. They don't want to waste their time on something useless. So they want high quality information in a very intensive mode without wasting time and lots of flexibility. And this is what we're trying to achieve in designing this program in a very flexible way, so that you can select essentially your own program, your own set of courses based on your own interests, whether you like to get to learn more in risk management or asset management or data science, investments, and lots of other tracks that we have. You can also, so as I said, you can change the length of the program and choose your own pace with which you go through the program by varying the length of the study. You can also mix the format in which you want to learn. And some of our students, essentially, you can choose the mix of online and offline formats. So you can take some of the classes offline, coming to our classrooms, and the rest of the program online. And this turns out to be very convenient for our students. It's possible also that sometimes some of them take a course offline, and then, for example, they get very busy with their work. They have some urgent deadlines, and they really cannot come to the other side of Moscow for the face-to-face lectures. So then they can just connect via Zoom and listen to not to miss any of the important material. So the program is very flexible, and I'm sure that everybody can find something interesting for yourself. In terms of how can you apply to the program, well, to get admitted to the program, you have to pass several stages. First, you have to submit documents, and this is pretty standard procedure. Then you have to pass successfully 2 exams, math exam and English exam. And usually we have our main exams in late July, but it's also possible to get admitted earlier if you participate in our Olympiads, also for math and English. And another possibility is just to take normal international tests like TOEFL, Jair, GMAT, and we'll also count those scores and convert those scores into our internal scores so that you can get admitted to the program earlier. You also have to pass interview, and that's very important. We usually interview with several other of my colleagues, professors, finance professors. So we really approach this admission process very seriously. We want to get to the program, to admit to the program, only really the best of the best. And if you pass through all of these stages, ultimately you will get admitted to the program, and we'll start the program on September the 1st. Our next admission, next cohort will start on September the 1st, 2022. If you want to learn more about admission and other rules, very soon, actually next week, we'll have a webinar about all of the exams and the admission process. And the seminar, this webinar will happen next week on Wednesday, December the 8th. So please join if you're interested. Please send us an email and join for this event. I think that's my very quick helicopter tour of our Masters in Finance program at the New Economic School in Moscow, in Russia. If you have any questions, I will be really happy to answer them right now. Or you can also send us an email to mit@nas.ru. RU, that's for Russia, not edu. And my colleagues and I will be also happy to answer any of the questions you may have. Thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you so much, Anna. So let's see. One question here from a participant is, do you guys have any career support or advisory after students' graduation?
Yes, of course. So for us, it's very important. We have lots of activities. We have, as usually in any business schools, there are various activities with the companies coming to us, giving presentations. They all want to hire the best students. So they're very, very much interested in talking to us and to our students. We have a career office and lots of other things.
That's great.
Thank you for the question.
Yeah, networking is really important for MBAs. Yeah, so it seems pretty much the questions from here. So like Anna mentioned, if you guys have any additional questions, please feel free to email them then. Thank you. Susana, back to you.
Yep. Thank you, Luz. Thank you, Lou. I'm sorry. And Anna, it's great to see the flexibility in format and pace that the school is offering. I think all of the presentations today have been very informative. We still have a couple of minutes, I think. So if there are any last minute comments or thoughts that our presenters would like to share, this is the time to jump in and do so. And if not, that's also fine. I know you have covered everything and shared email addresses that learners can follow up with. Great. Angelica, did you have a comment? No, great. Well, then in that case, I think that I want to share this last slide with you, where we want to share some of the links that we encourage you, all of the learners to view. One of them is leads you to all of the previous webinars for Pathway Schools that we have the videos of. Also, the video of today's recording will be available and shared with all of the viewers, I think within 24 to 48 hours. Thank you again to all the learners for joining us today. And If you have any questions, you are seeing the email address for SDS program, sds-mm@mit.edu. We encourage you to email us. And once again, thanks for joining, and we wish you success with the MITx MicroMasters program in Statistics and Data Science, and we'll be seeing some of you back in the course forums.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
It's a real pleasure.
Thank you, everyone.